All right, what's up, everybody? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, here to give you some last-minute bangers to lock in for March Madness today, Saturday, March 18th. So I have two games here, two plays in two really big games that I really like that I found using OddsJam, using the positive expected value page. For those of you watching this, would appreciate it if you could like, comment, and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. And then, of course, you can hit me up. Would appreciate that as well on social media at my Twitter handle, JediModi, that you see on the screen here. Also, a link to it is in the description of the video. So let's get right into it. Play number one. We're looking at Alabama first half money line, minus 225 at Bet Rivers. This is also offered at Barstool, Unibet, and TwinSpires. They all have the same odds provider. So understandably, the minus 225 is pretty steep and people are going to want to avoid it. But the most important thing is to make sure that you are getting value, regardless of what odds you're actually placing. It's important to make sure that you're getting value on the odds of the bet you are actually placing, whether it is for heavy minus money or heavy plus money. In this case, the minus 225 at Bet Rivers is a really, really good price compared to every other sportsbook. So number one, the most important thing is the number you see in the column of the no vig odds here. In this case, we see it's priced at minus 230. So the way that positive expected value betting works, and I'm not going to get a ton into the specifics of it in this individual video, but what I will say, there is a video on my YouTube channel where I detail positive expected value betting and why it's so valuable. All you really need to know for the purposes of this video is that the no vig odds that you see here can be viewed as the perfect line of this specific market. In this case, the first half money line against Alabama and Maryland, right? Pricing this at minus 230. Another way to view it is that these no vig odds represent the most accurate representation of what this market should be priced at, again, which is minus 230. These odds are pulled from the sharpest sportsbooks in the world, the sportsbooks that, when I say sharp, I mean like are consistently the best at pricing odds, which is why they're so valuable. Basically, the whole process and thought of all this being like, all right, the sharp sportsbooks that have been tested and known to be sharp price something one way. We are able to get better odds. And when I say better odds, I mean like better for us as the person placing the bets, as the sports bettor, than what these sharp sportsbooks are pricing it at, which is something that will be profitable to lock in the long run, right? It should be priced at minus 230. We can get it at minus 225. That's value. But that doesn't mean that I just blindly hammer everything that is on the positive expected value page. There's additional work that I recommend doing, like additional research, to make sure that you're placing the best of the best. And I don't mean like look into the matchups, do a bunch of research into that. I more mean compare the odds of the bet you're placing with every other sportsbook to see if you're getting an outlier. And I get a lot of questions about like what constitutes an outlier. How do I know if the bet that I'm placing is an outlier? And it's a great question. All you really want to do, view the event page in a new tab, because what it does is it pulls up the screen that you see here, and you can compare your odds to the no vig line of the majority of sportsbooks, and most importantly, the sharp ones. So when I say like make sure you're betting on an outlier, I basically mean make sure that the odds of the bet you're placing beat the no vig odds of the sharp sportsbooks. So in this case, we're looking at Pinnacle and we're looking at Bookmaker. So if I click this button right here, show no vig odds, you see that Pinnacle prices this all the way up at minus 240. So really favorable, right? Bookmaker has it at minus 228. Regardless, both of these sportsbooks have the odds of this market priced as a more likely to occur outcome than the reflected odds of the minus 225 we're getting on Bet Rivers. So that's why I like this play. That's why this is a good play, because the minus 225 beats the no vig line of both Bookmaker and Pinnacle, two of the sharpest sports books in the world. So when you're sports betting, that is what you want to do. You want to make sure that you're placing bets that beat the no vig odds of the sharp sports books. That should be the case if it's showing up on the positive EV page, right? Like that's kind of the definition of positive expected value, but I like to just do that additional work to make sure that I'm placing the best of the best. So play number one, we're looking at Alabama first half money line, minus 225 at Bet Rivers. Next up, straight up, we're locking in Tennessee money line against Duke. Straight up, we think Tennessee is going to beat Duke. You can get this at plus 150 odds at both BetMGM and Bet365. So the OddsJam perfect line of this, the no vig odds, price this at plus 148. We are getting it at plus 150. So again, the gap between these two numbers is where your positive expected value comes from, represents your positive expected value. And it's the same thing. You want to make sure that the odds of the bet you're placing are good or not. View the event page, open it in a new tab, pulls up the screen that you see here, pulls up where every sportsbook is pricing this moneyline market. Click the button, show no vig odds. Pinnacle prices this at plus 145. Bet Online, which is another sharp sportsbook that didn't have odds here, prices this at plus 148. Bookmaker prices it at plus 152, so it's above the no vig line of the bet we're placing, but we are getting better odds. We're beating the no vig line of 2 of the 3 sharp sportsbooks, which is good in my book. The fact that it's showing up on the positive EV page is a good sign, and the fact that we're beating the no vig odds of both Pinnacle and Bet Online is a good sign for me as well. Pinnacle having this at plus 145, Bet Online at plus 148. So all in all, the plus 150 is a good price, something that is definitely worth locking in as my second play for this video, and that's going to be it. So 2 sharp plays for you guys to lock in for the betting slate today. Make sure to hammer these, enjoy the games today, and that's it. So I appreciate everybody watching. Again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on social media, and have a good one.